Some might ask, what's the hurry? But if it's the difference between getting McDonald's breakfast and settling for a Big Mac, well, run like the wind. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's like that.
Got him and stays fair.
Everybody feel it, come around with the rhythm, it's a sound. Everybody get down when we give it to you. It's like that.
You don't have to wear a uniform for service or sacrifice. Every day, ordinary Americans perform extraordinary acts of courage and selfless service. Please join us in recognizing citizen heroes who have made a difference in the lives of others through their acts of courage and selfless service in communities across America. Nominate a citizen hero today at themedalofhonor.com.
Welcome back to Super Bowl 58 in Las Vegas. Tony, what do you think?
Quincy, it's 2 a.m. You have school tomorrow. Get some rest.
See you tomorrow, Saquon.
You got it, Quessy.
His name is Quincy. The crowd goes wild.
Hey, Quincy.
Quincy! Your son's fantasies are going to destroy my house. Speed move! Quincy, take the snap! Hike! Here comes Fred Warner!
I'm open.
He's got Jefferson!
All right.
Hit the gritty?
Nah, hit the quace.
Where is that ball going?
Nobody was little number
Oh no!
Bring it, little man.
Damn, Jordan!
I'll see you tomorrow, Quasi.
Quincy's in trouble!
I got you.
These pitches into Saquon! No! My ball!
That's on you, bro. Besides, I'm not even real.
Is this your ball? What's your name?
Quishy.
Quincy. I'm OC. I know that look. I know that dream. I had the same one. See, Quincy, doesn't have to be a dream anymore. Doesn't matter where you're born, as long as you're born to play.
Just making sure you were real.
The Southeast Sports Network, your free ticket to front row sports action. From heart-pounding football showdowns to thrilling basketball games, experience every moment live, all from the comfort of your home. Your favorite athletes, broadcast in real time and on demand. It's not just streaming, it's your front row ticket to the best of Southeastern sports. And the best part? It's absolutely free. Don't miss a moment of your favorite teams. Join us now at the Southeast Sports Network. The Southeast Sports Network, your front row ticket to live sports.
Mental health plays a massive role in professional soccer and in sports in general. We're all here to support each other. We're all here to help each other, and you never know what somebody is going through, whether it's on the field or off the field. For me, mental health plays a huge role when it comes to goalkeeping because a lot of times the game is not near me and not near the goalkeeper, and it's important that I stay calm and stay ready and stay connected to the team even when the play is not by me.
Once upon a time, there was a girl with golden locks. You know what? Maybe it was like a rugged, woodsy dude. Yeah. The beds were too hard, the chairs were too soft, the porridge was too... This Goldilocks wanted something tastier.
Those look just right.
First, he drove the Ram 2500 Rebel to pick up some dinner. Some really big dinner.
Tastes like chicken.
Next, he took the Ram Charger deep into the woods to flex his artistic muscles.
That was the village tree.
Then, completely abandoning the narrative, he fired up the Ram RHO for a little joyride.
Time to jump a volcano.
This is my story.
But yeah, the bears were there. And they all lived happily ever after. Sorta.
Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, and inside of Hunter Wright Stadium, we bring you live to the Appalachian Athletic Conference Baseball Championship, the title game featuring the Lions of Bryan College and the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan in what promises to be a wild battle between these two programs. Tennessee Wesleyan has made it back to this championship game again. It seems like they're here every season, every other season, and Bryan College, a miraculous run through the bracket to make it to the championship. I'm Gabriel Schry. Lorenzo Robinson alongside me is the analyst for today's game, and Coach Bill Popp, commissioner of the Appalachian Athletic Conference, along with us to lead off the top of the first for what promises to be such a thrilling battle. Man, we got a baseball guy here with us, Coach Bill Popp, lifelong, I should say, baseball man. Coach, what a beautiful day for it.
Thrilled to be up here with you guys, no doubt. This is going to be a fantastic ball game. They're both in the national tournament, so they're playing for a conference championship today, a title. Two great teams, two great traditions. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Lorenzo, really excited about this matchup. Any brief thoughts on what you've seen so far from these guys? You've been here for the whole tournament, and obviously these two have had a really good run.
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen from Tennessee Wesleyan is pretty consistent with what we expect to see from them in this tournament year in and year out. You're talking about a squad that's won 16 of the last 19 tournament titles, so they know how to win when the calendar flips to late April and May. And then Bryan, just a Cinderella run through the bracket, the 6th seed making their way. Let's see if they have another magic trick in store for the championship.
Leading off, Cyrus Campos for the Bryan College Lions, who will go to bat first. Oh, 1 chopped foul down the line. Strike two.
And Cyrus Campos kicked off the scoring for Bryan yesterday in their win over Milligan. He's been so effective in that leadoff spot all tournament long and really all season long for this Bryan lineup.
0-2. Chops at that.
Really interesting piece here down the depth chart a little bit in pitching today, and I won't doubt that we could possibly see Tuesday starters come back and pitch a little today, so keep an eye on those things as well.
And he's going to go down one away and doing some work on top of the mound. Speaking of the pitch staff, that is a red-hot start for our pitcher.
But, Coach, that's a great point, seeing some of those starters on few days rest coming back in relief. We saw that from Bryan, tabbing Tanner Everett to come in and get the save for them against Milligan. So the pitching depth is going to be tested, the war of attrition that the tournament can be.
That's right. That's right.
That takes us to the second batter in the lineup for the Bryan Lions, Williams. Second baseman. He's a switch hitter.
Freshman of the year.
And he missed part of yesterday's contest, Lorenzo. I caught that portion of the broadcast over at the softball championship and then came back in and now playing again today.
Yeah, we're going to see how that affects him, particularly defensively. He didn't really seem to move as swift as he usually does, trying to field some of those ground balls. He's such a great and rangy defender out at second base. So that'll be something to watch for.
Delivers the 0-2. This season, 27 wins for Bryan College, 39 for the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan. They have punched their ticket to the World Series several times in the last few years, as this is roped to right field and collected.
I'll tell you what, guys, last night and watching Bryan the last couple days, but Tennessee Wesleyan specifically last night, some unbelievable defensive plays coming from both these squads. Bryan shifts really good and gets their players in the right position, but Wesleyan, wow, last night a couple plays at second base that were second to none.
That one play down the backside is that almost kills our camera operator. There was a crazy play over from third over to first for the
Yeah.
Bulldogs last night. I could not believe he was able to trap the ball, collect it, rise and fire in time to cut the man down at first.
Absolutely
Just wild.
incredible. Absolutely incredible.
You know exactly what I'm talking
Here comes
about.
another one. Nope, just couldn't get to it. Second baseman ranged up the middle last night for an off-balance backhand throw across his body, I think in the middle of the game too. Man, just unbelievable.
Crazy to see it. So it's been another big year for the AAC. Expansion teams, existing members bringing new sports to their campus and getting involved with the league. The league, I know, has grand designs and has continued to expand year in and year out. Summertime feels like when you kind of go to the old shopping block, right, and try to grow things. Is that accurate?
Maybe a couple of days rest after the spring championships. First, let me say this, Gabe, real quick. I want to give a shout out to you guys, your team here, what you've done this whole year, but these two tournaments in particular because they're so long and hard.
This is a long shot just beyond the left infield to retire him. And, Coach, we really appreciate it. This is, it's one of those weeks that just it's so much fun.
Yeah.
But this year more than ever, it really has flown by. It's been an ideal tournament.
Yeah.
Super beautiful days for it. We had the one challenging day, but I don't think we've ever gotten through it without 2 rain days.
Yeah, you're right, 100%. Yeah, we felt pretty fortunate, no doubt. So just wanted to give you guys a shout out. It's great. I know those folks at home that are listening really appreciate what you guys have done, and it makes it much better for everybody to be able to see this and hear this broadcast when you guys put it on.
Thrilled to be a part of it, as always, and it's what we live for. We love bringing it to life, and it's been exciting.
Yeah, so we're staying here in the commercial. I'm going to give a couple shout-outs here. Visit Kingsport. My gosh, they do a great job. Give us their places. Help us with everything we need. I've got great liaisons. Glenn Crawford, Jonathan Burton ran both tournaments this year. Donnie Mayfield, always a plus to have around, helping us with his knowledge and experience. But I noticed a whole lot of ADs and administrators this year, coaches coming back around to watch games. It's really been fun, Gabe. You said it a second ago. It's really been a good year, no doubt.
Man, shout out to Donnie. DoorDash lunch for our top cam operator, Jeff Hubbard.
Nice.
And Donnie walked it up here himself. Thank you, Donnie. He's the athletic director at Tennessee Wesleyan. I thought that was first class.
There you go. That's perfect way. And then lastly, to the umpires, man, they come out here, give it to us. Both softball and baseball umpires give us their best every day, and we really appreciate those guys that work with us as well.
So, Coach, I told a story yesterday.
I heard it.
I don't even know if you remember it. When I came in, we were doing physicals in June of 2019.
Right.
And I was with Kellen, our trainer, and he was showing me around, and he said, yeah, this is our athletic director. This is Coach Pop. I said, Coach, how you doing? He said, Lorenzo, how are you? I said, that meant a lot to me. I don't know if I've ever told you that.
That makes me feel
how much
really
that
good.
made me.
Man, that really makes me feel good, and I'm so glad. And yes, I do remember. And here's what I'll tell you: that was one of the things that I really tried. Listen, I didn't get everybody's name. Don't get yourself watching. But I found some people that I could recognize, or I asked before I saw you to make sure I knew who you were. Knowing, hey, Coach, who you got here today? And I always thought it was important to make you feel welcome. It's what we sold you. It's what we told you we were going to do. And I think that's true of this conference. I think it's true of almost all of these programs. And I'm glad you told that story. Thank you so much.
Yeah. We had a super long conversation with Jay Stansel last night, who runs the league with you at the front office, about his time, almost 3 decades involved in the AAC, the entire life of the league, and obviously working directly with you. First of all, what's it like working with Jay?
Jay is just an excellent version of a sports information director now. He's taken on a little different role with us, but he still has to dabble and live in that world a lot. I will promise you, Gabe, he sat right where you're sitting, probably all by himself, many, many nights at this baseball tournament back in the day. And he just does a brilliant job. He'll give you some numbers. He could share numbers. He's taken our social media accounts up to new levels. Partnering with you, getting our live streams on the site, letting people see things. It's just a different world that we're living in right now. And you guys know this better than I do, how important that is for recruiting and for retention and for the student experience that we talk about all the time.
Things have changed. Parts of it are good and parts of it are bad.
Mm-hmm.
But more than ever, that exposure through highlights, through video, and just having it live on forever is very important as he goes down one away on this side for the Bryan College Lions.
Nice opening sequence there for the Bryant pitcher. Punch out a really good hitter there.
Yeah, coming out on top of the mound and getting to work, Bryce Lichty sends away Fernandez, who has had a very nice tournament for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
And a very nice tournament, a very nice season. The player of the year, the newcomer of the year in the AAC. But Bryce Lichty, only his second start of the season. He's normally coming out of the bullpen for Brian. This is his 16th overall appearance, but again, we're seeing these pitching staffs get tested early.
Roped across, controlled, and easily sent to first in time to retire a second Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldog. Nothing doing for the shortstop, Rob Gordon.
The first baseman, Josh Shelley.
So, Coach, what, I asked Jay this, and kind of the same way. Don't give anything away. Obviously, you don't want to give any secret sauce away, but
unless you want to break some news, you can break news.
This would be a good place to break news.
Sure. I don't really have any breaking news yet. I can tell you we're working really hard on a new member.
Ooh.
So we'll see where that goes. It all comes down to the presidents, and we don't meet till June. So at some point, I'll be able to announce that. But you guys, we might not be on air until we see some of that stuff until next year. But 2 football affiliates possible. I'd really like to see our expansion in football continue and get those football coaches a 8 or 9 game schedule so they don't have to go out and find too many games on their own. I think that'd be a big deal. And, a couple little tweaks here and there for some of our sports, but I'm looking forward to another great year next year.
Well, I was just joking yesterday before Jay came on even that you guys have got me addicted to more sports than I ever could have imagined existed. I'm, out here trolling websites about all kind of niche Olympic sports that you guys sponsor, and what incredible opportunities provided. I mean, even the golf championship, incredible. A good time down in Georgia, and the tennis championship here in Tennessee in Chattanooga. Beautiful venue there, right on the river, and just always incredible to see the athletes get to work out and show off their stuff at the end of the season and compete for that final medal and a chance to go on and compete nationally. The track and field, the interviews were awesome.
Yeah, really fun times there. Yeah.
Cool to see some athletes set some records at some times nationally.
Just keeps getting better and better every time we go to track. I promise you, that is something to behold, to watch all that go on, and sort of the orchestration of getting running events and field events all together and making it work like it has. It's been incredible. Yeah.
Count is even at 2 and threatening to retire the side with 2 away. Across, and he's gone. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs go down. The side goes down. We are headed to the top of the first. Again, we will keep it here, but this time we're going to take a look at the stats for these 2 programs from the season so far, and what they've had as far as that goes. And it's been a really good year for these 2, just statistically. But I mentioned the wins specifically. When a team has 12 more wins, Lorenzo, do you think that's intimidating for Brian at all, or do they not care at this point?
You definitely can't care about it at this point because Brian, they already have experience with slaying dragons, so to speak. They've already defeated the #1 seed not once but twice in this tournament, so they know that they can beat the best of the best. But I got to say, at this phase in the season, trying to knock off the Bulldogs in this tournament, in this location, something they're very familiar with, that may be a different beast in and of itself.
Yeah, Lorenzo, I think you hit that nail on the head there. This is beyond worrying about who's seated where and who's rated here. But, man, that team in blue over there is difficult dragon to slay at this point in the season. They are playing good. Now, give Brian their credit. They've been swinging it like crazy. They've played really good defense. And I expect this to be a good game all the way through. I mean, look what we got. 0-0 in the first. Here we go.
Yeah, I mean, you just have to be so impressed with the way that Brian, they started off in the tournament against Reinhardt, and it was kind of part of that 4 through 9 logjam going into this tournament. We didn't really know which team we could trust out of that group. And then for them to beat Milligan the way that they did in that pitcher's duel, finding a way to defeat Spartanburg Methodist right after that, they've won games in different ways. That's how you win at this point in the year.
Yep.
popped over the top. You're just joining us, Appalachian Athletic Conference Baseball Tournament. Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, and with us to get this one started, as we're about to see an 0-2 count pitch, Coach Bill Popp, Commissioner of the Appalachian Athletic Conference. Gets a hold of it. He is in trouble in right field as this flies down just inside the line, and he'll be retired back to the dugout. Flying out is Josh Shelley. Excuse me. Flying out, Bryan College Lions man Curcio. Rocks and fires, and this is fouled off and goes just wide of the press box.
Jeez, I had no idea you guys were in the firing line.
You know I got hit by a ball.
Cow.
You know I got hit by a ball last year.
Jeez, I didn't know that. But now
I got to show you that. I'm going to send you that clip. I'm going to send you that clip. It's a good clip.
Yeah. Oh,
right
there's
in the
another
chest.
one.
And that does kill our camera operator.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. We had one hit right there where that sharp white spot is.
And we do still have a camera operator.
We had one get here, and
I don't think our insurance is paid up enough right now for this right here. What I'm saying.
I'll give Farmers a call or whoever.
Yeah. Ooh.
That was pretty close, wasn't it?
I wasn't even paying attention.
I think it scared everyone.
Yeah.
Jeez.
You don't have
Close
any
the windows.
to
You won't be able to see because they're a little dirty, as I can see. But yeah, okay.
0-2 pitch is fouled off into the parking lot and probably hit one of our cars.
Yeah, that's the way it's going right now.
I'm telling you, we're a target.
Goodness.
Bryan at bat, and this is a look at the order, the lineup for these Bryan College Lions as we've rolled through a few of them already. Campos the leadoff. Right now we're seeing Halliday, following him Morris, Reynolds, Brody, Cook, and this one is going to get us. What is going on? I'm going down there to talk to Mr. Halliday. He's trying to kill us, man.
Yo, keep it straight. Keep it straight.
Take it easy, Morgan. Man.
Man.
The 1-2 count could end our lives with one away. Right over the top of the mound, and Halliday, he's safe, but I think we're even safer.
A small price to pay for salvation.
That's right.
Jaron Morris.
First hit on the board comes from Bryan.
Yeah, the Bryan Lions, they have 4 young guys in that lineup that are very effective. Denaj Williams, the freshman of the year. Holiday's also a freshman. Jaron Morris, he's only a sophomore. He was a second-team all-conference selection. They're backstopping the outfielder Jack Reynolds also.
Look at the lineup for Tennessee Wesleyan defensively, right and left field. Bolania in center field. Reynolds on the right side. Around the bases, Shelley, Espinoza, Fernandez at third. Rob Gordon playing shortstop. Tolson catching today, and of course Brumley on top of the mound for Tennessee Wesleyan. Good look at that defensive lineup, and they've just got star power all over the field.
They do, and interesting, there's some interchangeable there. You know, Bonilla's played shortstop. Colton Reynolds has played third. There's a lot of interchangeable pieces there as well.
One away, a man over, safely on board at first. They'd love to advance him into scoring position somehow. 2-1. Roped right over the same spot, but this time takes an awkward bounce and able to turn the double play to retire the side, as that'll send us to the bottom half of the second. What a play for Tennessee Wesleyan, who goes back to Matt in a scoreless deadlocked matchup in Kingsport, Tennessee in the AAC Baseball Championship.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
College baseball live from Kingsport, Tennessee, inside of Hunter Wright Stadium. And we are into the bottom of the second inning between these two. It is the Appalachian Athletic Conference Baseball Championship. The 0-1 delivered first from on top of the mound by Lighty.
Lighty went 1-2-3 through, arguably the most talented lineup. Maybe not even arguably, the most talented lineup in the conference. Great start for him.
1-1 draws strike two. Look at the lineup for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Fernandez, Gordon, Shelley, Molania, Reynolds, Espinoza, Wright, Tolson, Hagan, and Brumley rounding out the lineup card today. Bryce Lighty on top of the mound for the Bryan College Lions. As this is chopped just down to third, collected and sent in time. No! Pinballed out, and so he's safe at first for Bryan and the Lions. That's going to be a problem.
Those are just the type of mistakes that you cannot afford to have happen at this phase of the season.
The right fielder, Colton Reynolds.
Making sure he's comfortable over at first and getting back onto the bag quickly.
And Colton Reynolds at the plate spoke to the athletic director for Tennessee Wesleyan. He said that Colton Reynolds is having a quote-unquote down year, batting .383 with 14 home runs. I guess down from 411 and 24, I guess.
He is such a good player and such a good hitter. It's, yeah, when you hear that, you kind of chuckle, but.
Thrown across to first.
I had the pleasure of calling their series against Reinhardt earlier this year, and he hit 2 home runs in the middle game of that series, and, 2 absolute no-doubters.
Seen a few of those from him over the years so far.
Count even at 1, as this is going to be a strike. And quickly, we will get to know the defense of the Lions of Bryan College. In the outfield from left to right, Reynolds, Ramsey, and Cook. Campos and Williams, shortstop and second. Curcio at third. At first, it's Genter, Lighty on top of the mound, and Jaron Morris catching for Bryan College.
Defensively, that infield has been on a string. Curcio, Campos, Williams, and Genter. Anytime you can win a game with your starting pitcher going a complete game in 1 strikeout, that lets you know how well they were playing in that infield defensively.
No question. As I mentioned earlier, they really do a good job getting their infielders in the right spot. Coaching staff does a great. If you look, they'll shift here and there on each hitter, so you know they've got a lot of intel to use, and they've played Wesleyan enough times to know what Wesleyan's hitters do.
1-2. Fouled off. This seems like the most dangerous day for foul balls.
So far, so good, huh?
Man, I'm telling you, I felt like I was under attack right there for a minute. Get your helmet out.
That last half was a little scary. I'm not going to lie to you.
No outs on the side. Bryan trying to get there first, and man, if they could squeeze somebody out, they'd feel good about this second inning. That is going to cut through the corner of the zone. One away as Lighty going to work on top of the mound.
Yeah, very needed to kind of settle him down a little bit after surrendering a base runner. You just have to continue to mow them down when you can, and you cannot let Tennessee Wesleyan build some momentum on offense.
Dropping that over to first. One away in the bottom of the second, struck out moments ago. Lighty picking up his second K of the game. Fouls flying to the right side through the bullpen.
Come on, SP. Square it up, babe.
Popped foul again, strike two. Really intense. Like the energy feels more intense than I remember.
You got it.
What a parity between softball and this.
Yeah, no doubt. This intensity is here because of a little bit of the rivalry, and then what's at stake. Even though they're both going to move on, there's still a lot at stake right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can feel it.
So because Bryan made it to the championship game, they make it to the national tournament,
That's
correct?
right. That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
Roped a laser and trying to get under this. The Lions man makes the play. Big time in center field as the Dogs got to get back safely to first. Oh, baby, he gets under that. What a hustle play.
That was fantastic. That is a long way to go for the center fielder. And he had to contend with the right fielder coming toward him.
It's more of that great defensive play we've seen from Bryan all tournament long. But yeah, that's breaking news to me. So the tournament champion and runner-up getting automatic bids into the tournament.
That's right. That's how they set it up a couple years ago. And so you feel like your regular season champion is going to have a chance to get in the tournament. So and that's been the case historically here. And so to have your two bids go into the tournament really kind of more or less guarantees you 3 teams in the tournament. In the national championships, and so so here you're in, but you're playing for that title. You're playing for that pride, that respect, right? Yep.
Crunch just fair down the left field line. Dogs moving around the base path with 2 away. Crosses third, and he is coming home. Tennessee Wesleyan gets the first on the board in our championship game. 1-0 as he moves around the base path.
And Balania, he was shot out of a cannon from first, and nobody was going to get him. I don't think even if the throw was well thrown, anyone would have caught him. He was long gone.
Very well done. Showing off his speed, and now the question is, can they capitalize on another runner in scoring position?
It's 2 outs on the board. Jacob Tolson, the backstop. Whereas Coach D, Tennessee Wesleyan's athletic director, talked about Tolson's journey through his career, sort of waiting in the wings, stayed around the program, finally got his shot to become an everyday player this season, and he stepped up for them in a major way. He's batting .319 this year.
Rope to the shortstop, and well done. Quickly collected and delivered across, retiring the side. Campos rifles that down to Genter, and we're headed back to the dugout for a quick break. When we return, the Bryan College Lions look to respond to the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan at bat.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com. All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
The Bulldogs are in the lead, 1-0, as we enter the top side of the third. Now, the Lions trying to respond as they go back to bat, and they've been really good through this tournament. Red hot, I would even argue. Can Bryan get it going in the championship? So far, they've contained another side that's been surging through the AAC bracket in Tennessee Wesleyan.
We've seen it all throughout this tournament, though. We've seen the difference between hanging around and really giving yourself a shot. You got to take advantage, especially when an offense like Tennessee Wesleyan, even though they have a run, they have a hit through 2 innings, not really the fast start they had yesterday. When you have this sort of opening, at some point you got to break it open yourself.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a slow start might be concerning. I don't know why I feel that way. Could be wrong.
For which side?
For Tennessee Wesleyan. Like, I feel like that's opening the door to a team that has been the upstart and has surged through the bracket. And if you're leaving the door open through 3-4 innings, that's probably not good.
Yeah, definitely. You don't want to keep that door open, but, I mean, if Colton Brumley's going to continue to pitch the way that he has, if you can get these solid innings from a relief pitcher, got to feel confident.
I agree with that. Brumley is going to walk his man.
On cue, 2 things that hurt, right? Those errors that cost you things, and then here we go, we got a leadoff walk. And you know leadoff walks, you know what they say in baseball, that's the one. So we'll see where this one progresses.
So far, he's looked pretty good, though. 9 balls, 22 strikes. So that's a .710 strike percentage. This is going to be his 8th batter faced. Brody is replacing Jack at the plate, taking his cuts, first baseman. Jack Reynolds over at first as 0-1 becomes 0-2, caught the edge of the zone. Some heat on that. 0-2.
There it is.
Wow, caught the zone, and speaking of doing some work, Colton Brumley, the K from on top of the mound.
The right fielder.
Well, that's a great start to this side of the inning, the top of the third for Tennessee Wesleyan.
Shaking off, surrendering that leadoff man, getting at first, so important and vital.
Coach, to you, what is the most fascinating or intriguing part of this matchup? Is there something that your average fan isn't going to see or I'm not going to notice just by looking at the box scores and the stats?
Yeah, two or three things. How they're going to use their pitching staffs today. Like, where do they make their moves? Can they get deep with the guys that are on the hill right now? Both of them maybe midweek starters or relievers. And so how's that going to go? And then do they choose to generate runs, or are they going to try to let their offenses kind of go like they have, because Tennessee Wesleyan has bunted in the past. So has Bryan. They'll move runners with hit and run. So it's going to be interesting to watch how the offenses progress today.
Got a good piece of that, but he is in danger as it's looking like he'll fly out to right field. And the Bulldogs, man, able to collect with no effort. Proving under that, Colton Reynolds sends him back to the dugout.
Yeah, not quite far enough, long enough, for in the right position to be able to advance that lead runner.
I love what we had Donnie up here last night as the Dogs rolled to a big win. And we talked to him about Colton Reynolds, and he says, he's kind of down this year. And he's hitting like 380.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, he's down.
Crazy, yeah.
Almost hitting 400.
Yeah.
2 away. Brumley rocks and fires that. Well done.
As we work our way back to the top of the batting order for Bryan. So they've seen Brumley one time through. They're hoping this second time through the order they have more of a read on what he's going to be doing on top of the mound and try to make plays from there.
Strike 2 with 2 away. Fouled off over the top.
Definitely want to see Cyrus Campos get going. He has been a on-base guy for them, and when he gets on, he generally comes home.
Hit and run.
Got a hold of that. Hit and run is right. Here come the Bryan College Lions with 2 away. He's at third and going to stay safe, but in prime scoring position. Bryan College looking to bring a man home with 2 down and runners on the corners.
This is very similar to what Cyrus Campos did yesterday. He had that early strikeout, but then eventually he got a read on those pitches. He felt into a good rhythm in that batter's box and just continued to get on base. A guy who gets on base 46% of the time.
Huge. And there it was. There's a coaching decision to make a batter swing at a ball and get a runner in motion to really get your offense started again. That was really cool. That was really great. Well executed play for sure.
There have been a lot of impressive coaches over the course of this week, but, I mean, how about Jordan Day, his first season as the coach for Bryan? And he's been a part of their baseball program for a long time, his first year taking in the reins of being their head baseball coach. And he's done a nice job preparing them for the moment.
He really has. Long-time assistant, long-time played for him, caught for him. He's been a big part of their program for many, many years.
Thought that was going over into the crowd there, and I was worried it would hit somebody.
I thought it was going to bounce off of the netting and come in here. So every time I see something come this
and
way,
now we're ducking after that one at bat.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Get down.
Mark Shelley, our colleague, he talked about it earlier, and I kind of brushed it off like, nothing's going to come this way. And then we had that one hit the window, and ever since then, I'm on high alert.
Chopped foul to the right side. Lead runner over at third. Standing by is Jack Reynolds, waiting to see what his fate will be. Behind in the count, 0-2 already is Crumley. Crumley's got 2 strikeouts. Williams, he's 0 for 1. The 0-2 is skied, and a gray sky. Can they track it down? With the Oakleys looking cool to retire the side. That's going to send us into the next half inning in a really good battle. The bottom of the third coming. Bryan College and the Lions will try to slow down these Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs again at bat.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Looking in on the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan, who are now at bat. And boy, these guys are going to be fired up. Leading off is Hagen Escoto, who's the DH.
Escoto even being in the game right now was a nod to the depth of talent that Tennessee Wesleyan has. Escoto came into this tournament batting .353. He's played in 35 games, but surprisingly, this is the first time we're going to see Escoto all tournament long.
Interesting.
How many lineups would he be an everyday player for?
Probably a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I don't, that's one thing I struggle to convey to people, like the quality of the AAC, and people don't know. I mean, this is going to be roped across, collected at second, and sent to first. Well in time for Brian, who retires the first of the side. I think that people don't understand that a growing problem for the AAC with the quality of competition, I feel like a lot of D1s are coming in and stealing our people.
Well, that's a whole. We
Can we
could do a
stop
whole
them?
segment right there.
Can we stop them?
Transfer portal and NIL, and let's talk right away about the right way to play and the right path forward. And the NAI has a lot of good marketing and plans right now to continue to provide the experiences that we're providing right now. And this isn't just the AAC. This is across all 20 conferences in the NAI right now. And there's some other really great conferences as well that are competing at very high level, much like we are.
At least that's a good problem to have. You know, you're struggling to keep your talent because they're so talented, right? People are like, we've got to steal all your guys.
Yeah, we talk about re-recruiting your students all the time. You have to now. You used to be able to recruit them one time, get them to your school. Loyalty kept them there forever. And now it's re-recruit them every year. Better tell them what's going to happen for them the following year if you want to keep them.
2-0 becomes 2-1 with a good cut through the bottom of the zone.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is a good problem to have. It definitely don't want kids coming to AAC schools with the expectation of doing that. But if you're good enough and you produce at a high enough level, then I think there's a way to go about it. And I'm sure if you had these conversations with your coaches that I'm getting these chances and you're not doing it under the table, I'm sure they'll help you if you want to move in that direction. So there's definitely a way to do it without alienating these institutions.
That I
It's
couldn't agree with
fine line.
more. I could not agree with you more on that point you just made. Absolutely right.
The count is full with one away. Payoff pitch is going to walk him. So a good start on this side for the Dogs. Hernandez will take his place at first.
Here comes one of those interesting moments we've been talking about. I'm going to call that we may see a little push bunt right here toward third base. He bunts well. He runs well. This could be one of those moments right here.
Rob's had a really nice tournament. He has been really involved in this, especially on the offensive side. But
And, Coach, that was a good call about his ability to bunt.
They didn't. They held off. So early in the game still. Coach Barry going to roll the dice, let him swing, which they do well also.
And Gabe, also a great point about how impressive Rob Gordon has been. Probably the unsung hero in that infield for Tennessee Wesleyan. He doesn't get as much attention as a guy like Allen Hill Fernandez or Espinoza, any of those players, but he's been very important for them. And guy right out there from Mableton, Georgia, near the west side of Atlanta.
good spot.
Oh, there it is, fellas.
Great bunt, just rolls foul. That was a good look.
That was it. That's that play. We've been seeing a little bit of that in this tournament. He's done that a few times, put pressure on the defense. If you succeed in the sacrifice, your runner's in scoring position. If you succeed for a base hit, you're first and second and nobody out.
Rob Gordon 0 for 1. Olania standing by in front of the dugout, waiting for his turn to take his cuts. Josh Shelley in the on-deck circle. One away. Fernandez was walked as that goes to rise our count to 1-2.
They didn't get it anyway.
1-2 goes foul. I did a game a couple weeks ago. Did I tell you I did a game that was 21-2?
Oh my gosh. Ooh.
So at
They're tough to get through, aren't they, sometimes?
At the bottom of the 7th, Radford was hitting 700 as a team. Now they finished like shy of the school record for hitting percentage in a game. They were 1 hit shy of the record for hits in a game. 1 run shy of the record for largest win margin.
Wow.
And they had a kid, their leadoff hitter, Junho from South Korea, had 6 hits. He was 6 for 6, and their school record for hits in a game is 7.
Good grief.
He hit everything. It's crazy. Big cut, and going down swinging. Gordon, what a delivery by Lighty.
And that was a good battle as well. Rob Gordon was doing a nice job of staying alive, so maybe a big pick-me-up for Lighty to get him out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now you try to find his ground ball, see if you can get out of this inning.
2 away for the Lions of Bryan College. Fernandez at first. In the last half inning, Tennessee Wesleyan scored with 2 out.
That's right.
The ability to produce runs in the pinch like that is super impressive. And this could be another run produced on cue all the way to the wall. They are in terrible danger as that is perfectly placed out up against the boards, but able to get it back in time to hold them both in scoring position. The lead runner at third, and of course, out at second, our man who just cranked that. Josh Shelley now coming to bat.
Yeah, I mean, in a lineup full of tremendous players at the plate, Josh Shelley could be arguably having the best season of all of them, batting .409, 57 RBIs on the season entering today.
Gosh, he had such a hot start and had a little bit of an injury bug for a bit in the middle of the season, and boy, he's coming back now really well.
Corlin, eat.
Now you ready?
No candy if you don't eat. Eat. That ain't gonna help either.
And this is going to go right to third, collected in time to make the play. Almost scored a run right there as it kind of skeetered across to first, but got it in, and it retires the side. We are headed to the top side of our 4th inning between the Lions and the Bulldogs in Kingsport, Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
In Kingsport, we have got a good battle on our hands. It's 1-0 Tennessee Wesleyan leading, and now Brian, a chance to respond. The Lions have been doing very well through this tournament, able to power themselves into the title game, and both teams now, probably not today or last night, but this evening, going to look back at the highlights and start looking ahead to the national tournament.
Absolutely. Both teams in. They'll both be waiting to see where they're assigned for those opening rounds, and
I love the double rejection of the bat there. He tried to throw it, and it bounced back into his hands.
Didn't it? Yeah.
What a way as he flies out on the infield.
It's, so they'll all be waiting for their opening round assignments. And, Kingsport's one of those opening rounds. One of our teams will be here. And then the other two or three, I think it'll be three more, will all be looking for their assignments as well here in the next few days after the tournament's over.
So that was a discussion that I was having yesterday about which team could potentially get that number 1 seed here in Kingsport. Just looking at the lay of the land in the tournament at this moment, would you say probably Johnson with the inside track for that?
This is complete speculation, but going into today, I would say Johnson. Let me say if Tennessee Wesleyan wins this game, I could see a switch to maybe Wesleyan getting this spot. So I think there's so much left. We don't know what's happened in all the other tournaments, who's going to be 1 seeds, who's going to be 2s and 3s. There's so much to go here still before those opening round assignments will be made. Fouled straight back right there. 2 strikes now.
Yeah.
Still cruising pretty well, staying ahead of the hitters. Other than that 1 walk last inning to start the inning, he's really done a good job today. Man, has he been on top.
We're going to see what he could do here against Carcio. Carcio had a big-time home run in that win against Milligan yesterday.
Interesting conversation yesterday as we were talking to Coach Day between games. Yesterday, he was kind of sitting up there with us where we kind of all hang out and watch the games up there, and he said they have scored 20 of their 25 runs-ish or whatever that number is. It's close to that with 2 outs. What a big deal that is.
Yeah, that's been a consistent theme pretty much the whole tournament. Whoever's been able to make plays with 2 outs on the board.
Yeah.
Just timely hitting, clutch hitting, that just pays so much dividends at this point in the season.
Really does. Fly out to the infield right there to get 2 outs on the board.
On that 2-out point, Montreat had a game where they were 9 of 16 with 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, very similar. It's just critical in postseason to get those big hits in those big moments.
I'm going to go sit over here. I knew that. I was about to make that joke right before that happened. Fouls
Another one
off.
Coming right at the window again. That's exactly right.
That is 2 degrees from taking down our good friend Lorenzo.
And our same guy, Morgan Holiday.
I know.
Does he have something
I
against
saw
me?
the lineup card. That's why I was about to make the joke.
I've been so complimentary of him all week.
I might have to close this window. I don't want to die.
That's about 4 from his bat right
Man,
now in this game.
I know.
It's crazy.
Morgan, I just want to tell you I love your game.
That's right.
The
game
flinch,
up here flinching.
The flinch, he gets the
Fly ball
shot
to
to
right field. He's
midfield.
flinching right now. Up
It
here.
flies
that's
out.
funny.
I just assumed it's coming for us after that one.
Self-preservation.
It's going to retire the side. It's 1-0. Tennessee Wesleyan in Kingsport.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at SESNsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
It's 1-0 in Kingsport, Tennessee. These guys are in the lead. And, man, Bryan College is not going to make it easy for the Bulldogs.
Love it. Love what's happening here. This is the kind of game you want for a championship.
Popped up.
So I'm going to make a correction on something that I said earlier. I called J-Ron Morris a second-team all-conference catcher. Actually a first team.
Oh, nice. Okay.
He's the second catcher on the first team.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
So I want to go ahead and qualify that. I want to give him all his flowers because, I mean, he's been so great for Bryan all season long. First-team all-conference performer. And only a sophomore. The future is very bright for him.
Great point.
Well, congrats to him. That's quite the accolade.
No doubt.
Love seeing the underclassmen produce and seeing these programs continue to be strong year in and year out, like Tennessee Wesleyan.
Yeah, they gave everybody the model, right? Didn't they? They've sort of showed you what you got to be if you want to be a national level contender and want to win conference games. And listen, 5, 6, 7, 8 schools right behind them that are all doing it right now. You know, trying to find their way above them somehow or another. And this year was a good example. Milligan and Johnson in the regular season found their way above them this year, right?
Yeah, Coach D brought up a good point. There's these teams that come up and rise up and become competitors with them year in and year out. And then they kind of fall to the wayside a little bit. And then there's another team that rises and falls.
That's right.
Who's always consistently in the mix? That blue and gold, they're just always hanging around atop the AAC.
You got it.
Colton Reynolds hit a missile earlier in the tournament. What was that, 2 days ago? He cranked a homer over the left field wall. The count is full for him as Lighty will deliver the payoff pitch. Oh, my goodness, a rope. Can he get under it? This thing back off the Coca-Cola dasher, and Reynolds headed out to second where he slides into scoring position. No outs on the board for the Bulldogs on this side of the fourth.
If you've been to this ballpark, you understand what that ball just was, right, Lorenzo?
Yeah.
You don't see many balls hit the Coca-Cola sign on the fly.
Yeah, nice to see him make plays during his down year.
That's about a 400-footer, his down year.
Yeah.
What do we got to do to get a – you think one of the programs has a trackman they could bring and let us borrow?
Wouldn't that be something to have? Yeah.
Because a lot of times when I do the D1, they put the trackman kid with me so I can see how fast the pitches are.
Yeah, you get a lot of feedback out of
That's
the trackman
awesome
systems.
to have
yeah,
that.
Really, truly.
Get the, it's 86 degrees off the bat.
Right.
This is about 45 and 110 miles an hour as the Dogs have got runners on the corners in Tennessee. Espinoza keeping it rolling and no outs on the side.
45 and 110, I mean, projections, right?
I think there's some stirring in the Bryan bullpen now. Somebody's starting to get loose. Again, that's what we're talking about. You're going to have to rely on a pitching staff maybe today to get through this game. And here comes Coach Day for a quick visit.
And at this point, Bryce Lighty, he's approaching 60 pitches now. So not sure a guy that usually comes out of the pen, how often he hits that total.
Right. I don't think this is a pitching change. I think this is trying to figure out what the strategy will be here. Are we going to get 2 in the middle? Are we going to play our corners up? Probably that's what we're going to look at. And then also buy a little bit of time for the bullpen just in case.
And from over here, it looks like it appears to be Tanner Everett warming up, stretching and tossing for Bryan. It would be the third time we've seen Everett in this tournament. One of them being his starting appearance. That's an all-conference pitcher who came in and really shut down that Reinhardt lineup on day one. And
that's right.
He secured the save against Milligan yesterday. This will be the third time we've seen him.
Yep, he's a really good arm for them, no doubt.
No outs, runners on the corners, a prime chance for the Dogs. This is the best situation they've been in the entire game so far.
They are willing to trade an out here for a run or 2 outs for a run with their infielders playing back in the middle right now. I think we all know what the big deal would be here is he can find any way to get this runner, this hitter out without giving up a run. Would be huge. So a strikeout becomes a big play here.
Yeah, you're ahead on the count, pretty much opening up your arsenal, but we know that Tennessee Wesleyan, their approach at the plate is very well up and down their lineup.
Oh, 2. Wow, real close to the edge of the zone.
Yep. Good 0-2 pitch, see if he'll chase. Yep, that's what you're looking for here.
I thought he would. I thought he was going to cut at that. A lot of tension. You can feel the pressure on the mound on the Lions.
Every play, every pitch right now.
Don't run. You gotta walk. Feel it. Right here. Justin needs to come down here with that ready one.
Roxon fires the 1-2. Choppered foul. That's our lead runner waiting to see what'll happen to him. Over at third. He's got the wheels to get this done, no problem. Ethan Wright is 1 for 1 in this championship game. He's got a ribby as that's going to roll foul.
Just got a piece of it, just off the catcher, maybe got the umpire too.
I'd expect out or not a pitching change either on this AB or the next one.
Looks like he's cranking it, sure does, doesn't it?
Espinoza's at first, Colton Reynolds at third, and this ball is floated to center field. Reynolds tagged up and does not come home. I thought he would come on that play. In center field, flying out. Ethan Wright will head back to the dugout now, 1 for 2 in the game, and followed by Tolson, who's 0 for 1, the catcher. Just one away, though, so still a lot of rope to play with for the Dogs.
That's a little bit of a base running mistake, in my opinion. I think he was late tagging, and I think he could have scored.
I think so, too. I was surprised he didn't come.
There's the game within the game at this point, too. Those kind of small mistakes that could potentially mean something. If Tennessee Wesleyan can't get a run across, we'll look back at that one as this game continues.
And now you're absolutely looking for the double play ball here. End the inning.
And Brian's been making crazy plays. I mean, it wouldn't shock me at all to see them turn one.
But how huge would that be? You can find a way to get out of this inning unscathed.
That'll be interesting to see again. Here we are, one of these coaching decisions. When does that runner move at first base? Do we get into a double steal situation? We get another strike here before we try anything? There's a lot here. There's a lot on the line here.
I know Tennessee Wesleyan to be a very aggressive team, base running, 160 on the season, stolen bases, #1 in the conference.
Again, would be shocked if we don't see some motion here before too long.
Count is even at 1 for Bryce on top of the mound. Tolson 0 for 1 in this game, the catcher. Tolson smokes that. He's in trouble and flies out to left field. Tagging up, here he comes, and going to be in time to score. Hustling through to make it back home for the Bulldogs.
Colton Reynolds atoning for his mistake.
Yep. Yeah, good sacrifice fly there. Again, I thought it was a little harder on the second one than the first one. He made it pretty easy, to be honest with you.
Colton Reynolds, that was actually kind of close.
He had to slide. He had to slide head first and get in there. Relay was just a second late. So here's an opportunity to steal a base right here if you're really going to be aggressive. Try to steal a base. Try to get back in scoring position. Right now, I think you're taking this for Brian. Get 2 outs. First and third, nobody out, and you get 2 outs and only 1 run given up so far.
Yeah, with 2 away and only 1 runner on the path, I agree. Be aggressive here. Play it loose and fast and see if you can force something.
Yeah, you got to like what Lighty's giving you up to this point, too, to be able to get you to this point.
No question.
If he can give you 4 innings, I'd call that a win.
I think so.
Gets a hold of that, it rolls foul. Behind in the count, very quickly. Two down, a runner over at first is Wright after Tolson flew out a moment ago and scored Reynolds. Fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Drops that across.
Good 0-2 pitch there, outside corner. See if he'll fish. I'll tell you what, his velocity's still pretty good. It'll be interesting to see if they try to get another out of him, see if they can hold Everett a little bit longer.
There can't be a more difficult sport than baseball from a mental perspective as far as deciding when to swing and when not to swing as that flies foul right field.
Definitely a 2-strike hit and run right there. That would have been an interesting play. He just missed it. Foul ball down the right field line. Runner was going. I think he would have scored easily.
Absolutely. You saw him come around right all the way down to third as he watches that sail foul, and they would have been digging for that down in the corner up against the wall. We got a crowd mic down there.
Yeah.
There's 2 little old ladies with their granddaughter.
I love it.
They're eating snacks, right? But that's what you're hearing is the crinkling of their snacks. Gets a knock on that. Count remains 1-2. It's tension really palpable in this.
It really is.
I remember how fun our last few championship games have been. They haven't felt so tense, and there's some real intensity going on in the venue.
They were tense for me.
And he's trying to do exactly as prescribed by Coach Pop, stealing second base with 2 away.
It was inevitable as well as they run the bases. As Lorenzo said just a second ago, you just know it's coming at some point for them.
I don't know about that point game. I think both championship games were pretty tense for me the last 2 years.
Man, not like this. There's just something about it.
But I mean, you know, a little bit different.
Sure.
A little bit different for me.
Sure.
Maybe I had too much fun at softball. Floated. Coming under it and controlled in center field. Nice. The Lions retire the sign and prevent any further damage. It's a 2-run game. The Bulldogs are cruising around the base path and trying to grow their lead. The Lions looking to cut things off. We'll see who can succeed when we return with more college baseball in just a moment.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself. As the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century, Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award
Top 5 already, cruising.
No kidding.
Man.
Remember Cruz Newman?
Oh, I do. I
Man.
do. Yeah.
That was a great name.
Remember.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Floater, that is back near the wall and gone.
Wow.
Oh, baby. Cruz Newman's spirit is with us today as that's a Cruz missile over the left field wall. That thing is out of here.
First team all-conference selection, J-Ron Morris.
Man, what a spark. That's the kind of thing that gets you going right there.
Bryan College, for the first time, you can feel the energy at Hunter Wright Stadium.
Yeah.
And they've got some fans here kind of getting involved, making some noise. Tennessee Wesleyan has got to extinguish that flame quickly.
Wow, what a swing. That's what you're looking for. Holy cow.
He crushed that.
That's who Bryan has been all year long, just extending.
Now this could be trouble. Dogs in the sunshine. Left field, that's gone.
Bryan extending their home run lead in the AAC. They're the most prolific home run team in the conference. Tennessee Wesleyan second at 62.
Yeah.
Bryan, 102 home runs.
Isn't that crazy?
Coach Bill Pop with us. Gabriel Fry, Lorenzo Robinson. And we're happy to have you along for the ride today for the
Having
AAC
so
title
much
game.
fun. This is a blast. Thank you all for letting me do this. And
anytime.
This is you guys know this is the last day, officially the last day of conference competition. This baseball game and the men's lacrosse championship down at Life going on right now as well, 1 o'clock. So this is it.
That's sad.
I know.
I want it to end.
I know, right?
This is going to fly to left field. See ya. Just in that center portion as the Dogs get it done a second time. And that's kind of what I was looking for when I said extinguish the fires, retire the side quickly. Now, can you respond a little bit offensively? I don't know if you need to if you do retire the side quickly, but
got to feel good about him giving up a home run. You know it's going to happen to pitchers, and then he came right back, got 2 quick outs, and here they are again. So, you know, he's doing his job. He's doing exactly what you want him to do out there.
I've talked about that before. If you're going to give up something at the plate, a solo home run isn't the worst thing in the world. You don't want to give up runs, but it's not
Honestly,
the worst thing in the world. As long as you can lock back in and try to retire the side quickly.
Not very many pitchers out there that would be able to say I've never given up a home run. I can promise you that much. I certainly did.
count is even at 1. You were a pitcher with 2 away?
I was.
Wow.
The left side at Kennesaw State.
No way. I bet you had some sauce on that.
No, I wish I did. I don't.
Kennesaw State.
I think you're being a little modest.
Oh, man.
Ow.
Man. That's many, many moons ago, too, fellas, so there's no sauce left in that arm right now.
I don't know. We could start rolling up to conference matchups like this, just 3 deep. Here comes the commissioner.
There you go. There you go. He's loving it.
Count even at 2 with 2 away, and that is low. I thought he was going to let it have it.
Yeah.
Cook's 0 for 1. The right fielder, a full count and the payoff pitch from Brumley. Rolled the second, cut down at first. Well in time, Colton is able to retire the side after the solo shot banged over the left field wall. It's a 1-run game in the Appalachian Athletic Conference Championship. We'll see you in the bottom side of the 5th.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast.
We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry. And a lot of hungry people to feed. Kraus Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us.
We're back. It's 2-1 Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs after a solo shot. And that thing was gone.
Great swing. Back to the top of the order for the Bulldogs here.
I think somewhat surprisingly deciding to leave Bryce Lighty in the game, but after getting into a little bit of early trouble, he was able to navigate them out of that inning.
Sure did.
Coach showing some faith in his pitcher right now.
No doubt.
And also a new guy warming up in that bullpen as well.
Jeff, will you just follow the ball contact?
No, now. Square it up, babe.
Counts even at 1 to lead off this side.
A good picture of what athletic turf does for you as opposed to natural grass and dirt. Look how far out the second baseman's playing right now. I mean, he can get a 2-hop ground ball there and throw it to first base without a problem. Isn't that crazy? The angles this creates for you.
Yeah, a lot of bounce.
Yeah.
Especially a rangy infielder like Denaj Williams as well. He's a great athlete, so that just intensifies that advantage for him.
Stop, Bryce. Finish right here. Set him down. Yeah.
Delivers that, and the count takes that from even a 2 to a full count.
Yeah, hard slider away. Try to get him to chase there. Here we go now. Big pitch.
Bryce, the payoff pitch. Real tight. That's going to walk him. Good start for the Dogs.
Yeah. Good fastball. Try to come in. Just missed just a little bit. There's their base runner.
No, Gabe, I definitely understand your earlier point about the tense energy.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah, it's palpable. It's real tense in here
These
right
guys
now.
like running into each other at Waffle House last night and getting a fight?
Probably not.
Man.
A lot of extra staring down. Some
This is the real deal. These guys are into this.
Just want
tit for
it.
tat.
They both want it. That's exactly right. Come to the park and you want to win this game right here.
I don't think it's a negative thing. It's just
No.
unusually fired up.
Yeah.
It's kind of a nice change.
Yeah. I think this tournament has a little of that. You know, everybody wants to win, and you find yourself ready to go to battle. Again, not that you're not doing that in the regular season, because you are, but you know, you got more games. This is maybe the last game if you don't do what you're supposed to do. So. Oh man.
The children have found our crowd mic.
I love it.
Can we show these children at the backstop? They're in the corner there.
Hilarious.
This is a floater to center field, back near the wall at 410,
Oh my
and the wind sends this to the heavens. It's gone. Tennessee Wesleyan scores another. 3-1 Bulldogs lead as he absolutely smoked that 435 over the center field wall.
And for Rob Gordon, the Mapleton, Georgia native, what a time to hit your first home run of the season.
Wow. Guys, I've been to many, many baseball games at this ballpark before.
Wow.
That, and I know there's a little wind blowing, but that ball was hit a long ways.
dead center is 4'10".
And he carried it over that 30-foot wall. I mean, that ball was hit really good. That ball was hit.
Wow.
No.
Oh, my goodness. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change finally here for Brian. Gosh, did he do a good job holding them in this thing for as long as he could, too.
Yeah, and I don't want to give Coach Day too much grief because I think he's coached a phenomenal job for Brian, but maybe just a hair too long potential. It's so difficult to say.
Yeah, he got him out of that last a little bit, and here we are now, new pitcher. So see if they can hold this thing down. 4-1, not bad still. You're still in it. Just got to find ways to fight, get more outs.
Hey, don't touch that. That's funny. Kids playing with a crowd mic down there. She wants to touch it so bad. Mom's like, no.
I can't reiterate how far that ball just went. That's
man, that was crazy.
That's you watch the infielder back turn to you on a fly ball to center field. You know something's not going right there. Center fielder was,
And that new man on the mound working for Brian is number 38, Ryan Ely. Ely, the sophomore from Silver Creek, Georgia, formerly of Pepperell High School. And Ely appeared in an inning for Brian in their win against Milligan yesterday. He surrendered a few hits, came in during a very tense situation and found a way to guide them out of it, bought enough time for Everett to come in and secure the save. So someone who has a lot of experience and has pitched in a variety of different situations this year. This is going to be his 22nd appearance of the season.
That home run really feels like a direct response to the shot over left field wall just a little while ago by the Lions. Now, both clubs a homer apiece, 5 hits for the Dogs, 3 for the Lions. So I would say that as this boils on, right as we get closer to the end of this one, efficiency is going to be super important, and we're going to watch for that. Every time Brian gets on the base path, will they be able to finish? Because they're not getting on as much as the Dogs. They're going to have to convert more frequently. They haven't converted yet on a hit to the base path, right? They've only got the single shot.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not going to put it out of their reach by any means here at 4-1. No. Listen, their offense has been so good, but as we've talked about, you run against that blue and gold and that postseason experience that they bring. Just being there year in, year out, their guys understand what it takes, and so it's a battle. It's going to be a real battle, but gosh, don't take it away from either side yet right now. I think this is still going to be a heck of a ball game before we're done.
Yeah, I really didn't want to write off Montreat last night until the last. Yeah. I tried to, keep, come on, I know they can do it, but they obviously fell short, and well short. Yeah. But, man, what a run for them.
Great baseball run this year for Coach Beck and his Montreat Cavaliers. I think they were a little bit of a surprise of the tournament, and I don't think it really surprises people if you know what he's capable of doing and the kids he gets in over there at Montreat. So, yeah, what a good run.
A great year. They won 34 games.
Yeah.
That's a really good season for them.
Crazy.
Gosh. No kidding.
I felt so bad for Christian Zylstra. He was just sick. He wanted them to do well so bad. He's the sports information director over at Montreat and does a great job. Just a nice guy.
Absolutely. Quickly 2-1 on the hitter.
Sauced in there again as the count. He's ahead 3-1. Man, the Dogs ERA 180. Mm-hmm. And all on the arm of one man. As we got a new pitcher on the mound for these Brian Lions. You were telling me about him, Lorenzo. And the count is full. Payoff pitch, flown center. He's in danger. Second base, roving back, gone. One away on this side.
Fantastic job coming in and settling it right back down, getting it out. Exactly what you want out of your bullpen.
Gabe, you made a great earlier point talking about executing with runners on base, something that we haven't seen a ton for Brian. They haven't had enough of those situations, but I mean, right now, 1 for 5 with runners on compared to 4 for 11 for Tennessee Wesleyan. We'll see how that progresses as the game goes on. Every small thing, small detail matters. The margins razor thin in the postseason. No one understands that better than the Bulldogs.
That's right.
Good shot across. Can he run it down? Back on the warning track. This one bounces over the top for the ground rule double. Love it. You might as well celebrate. You almost knocked that thing clean out of here, too.
That's right.
Now we're starting to see the bats wake up for Tennessee Wesleyan. It took them a little bit to get into that rhythm that we're so used to seeing from them. But, I mean, if you look at the numbers, they're very capable of making these type of things happen. A group that, I mean, scoring in the double digits is not foreign to them. That's something that they expect.
Yeah, absolutely. So much depth in this lineup, you know. It's just so hard to, you know, to focus on where you can find an out, you know. You just got a pop-up from one of their better hitters, and then the next guy drops a double on you. So here we go.
6 hits to the 3 of the Lions. Same number of at-bats separated by just a pair of batters. 316 average to the 176 of Bryan to this point. Now, I wouldn't be too discouraged if you're a Lions fan. I think they're going to get a couple more good hits out of this, but that's the point I was making about converting on the base path as this is rolled. Lost at shortstop, and he's going to be in time. Now it's loose back toward the chain link. Here we go. Bulldogs moving down to third. He's going to stay put. 2 runners in scoring position with 1 away for Tennessee Wesleyan.
Bryan going into some trouble there. The error really coming up big for them. They're now up to 3 errors in this game, and as great as their infield has been defensively, they have made a few costly mistakes. They haven't costed them a win just yet in this tournament, but again, you're going up against a team that knows how to win at this stage of the year. Those can be debilitating for your chance.
Just hard to give outs away sometimes to a good team. You're right. And here's another chance for him.
Shortstop again, and he's able to get a second out of the side, but more importantly, Tennessee Wesleyan is going to cushion that lead to 4 runs, tagging up and coming through well.
Yeah, to Lorenzo's point just now, that's one that shouldn't have happened. That's one that you should have been out of the inning right there. So tough break for Bryan.
Tennessee Wesleyan leading 5-1, and so Lorenzo, seconds before crisis strikes, or Bryan says the bats are getting hot. They can't let them get off and running. I think that Tennessee Wesleyan can score a few more here, and Bryan hangs around and makes this a game. However, don't let them do that to you if you're the Lions.
Yeah, you just really put yourself behind the 8 ball, and I mean, Tennessee Wesleyan, they've been so great all season long. And we saw them put up runs in a hurry. They had 9 runs really early against Montreat. They can just get into these rhythms offensively where it's just an avalanche. You don't know where you're going to be able to get that third out.
That's right.
Floater. Fouled off.
Bryan's already been on the wrong end of this.
Shout out to Coach K. Appreciate the kind words. In trouble in center as second baseman.
Nice play.
Whoa!
Nice play. Really,
out there in the
good.
parking lot going for that to retire the side for Bryan College. 3 away, and it flips the inning. They score 3 runs and have a 4-run advantage against the Lions of BC.
What if you can have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
We've got a battle in Kingsport, Tennessee. 4-run advantage for the Dogs.
Lorenzo Brumley going to his 6th inning of work already. Wow.
If you're a coach that can get that out of a guy who's not one of your normal everyday starters, you got to feel confident. It's almost like house money, so to speak. And at this point, you just let him go, see how long he can give you, especially with a 4-run cushion.
Right. He'll kind of tell you when it's time to come out almost. When his arm, when he's getting tired, he'll let you know that.
That's sort of the thing with these bullpen games. You never really know what you're going to get, but anytime you can get a guy to give you this long, it feels great.
Yeah.
Chopper controlled, flipped back, nice play. 1 away.
Great play out of there from first for Josh Shelley. Tennessee Wesleyan, they make up 3/4 of the infield spots in the Gold Glove winners.
You can see that. You can see why. We talked about that when we came on today. Just they move around so well. They make some fabulous plays that probably they shouldn't make sometimes, and they make them look fairly routine. And then when you got a shortstop that can play like that, and then not to be lost that he just hit a ball about 435 feet to dead center field at this ballpark.
And oddly enough, the one person in their infield who didn't get a Gold Glove was the shortstop, and he's probably been the most impressive one this week.
A shot, drops that in, and it's going to be a base hit, a nice, clean single on board at first for the Lions.
Your freshman of the year there with a really good swing, no doubt.
The center fielder.
Yeah, that's a welcome sight to Naj Williams getting going. He came up kind of lame on a run to first yesterday, so we didn't know if we were going to see him in this game, so it's nice to see him move around well and contribute offensively.
What a strange situation that was yesterday. So they get him out of the game because he's looking like he's a little sore, and they might do it again right here. Yep, they are. And, gosh, they put in remember the pinch hitter comes around for his spot, and he had some knee problems, I think some meniscus problem, and he hurt his knee at the plate. And they
Wes
had to
Davis.
put Denaj back in. During that pinch hit, during that at bat, it was crazy. So yeah, here you go again. You get a little sub in here to protect him a little bit.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't even know that was something that you can do.
Yeah, reentry rules. Yeah, NAI reentry rules allow for a little bit of flexibility in your lineup.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was definitely confused when I saw
so your
it.
starters can reenter one time during a game in NAI baseball.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So use a pinch runner right here, protect Denaj's legs a little bit. And then he can go right back in at second base when the defense end comes up. So
I just realized you probably know a disgusting amount of niche rules about every sport.
I've been around it a good bit now.
It just occurred to me.
Absolutely.
You probably know every rule that there is to know. As this one is right in front of the dugout, it's going to go just beyond it.
Take advantage of them all the time. You got big rosters. You got 28 players with you. So, you can run for your catcher all the time. That helps tremendously. And then when you can use a guy to score a run or steal a base, that makes your bench depth really important to you for sure.
It just opens up the possibilities. You have a guy who's, one of the faster players on your roster. Get him out there. Give him a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Straight back, huh?
With one away, back and got it. Good play for Tennessee Wesleyan as he's able to get back and under that. And the catcher going to work, Jacob Tolson.
Yeah, I don't have the greatest view of those, so I'm getting out the way every time I see them go in there.
Oof, this net and these two windows. Boy, oh boy, you're right about that. Especially those left-handed hitters.
Oh
Those are the
my
ones
God.
that scare you a little bit.
Yeah, I'm right in the line of fire.
Yeah. There's Curcio.
Cranks that right field back near the foul line, chasing a Tennessee Wesleyan, can't get to it before it is in the bullpen.
Straightens that out a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that had a little pop on it there for sure. That had a chance.
Will Curcio, the sophomore from Woodstock, Georgia, down there in Cherokee County.
Talked about the championship schools and the softball championship yesterday, their history. Douglas Mann, the president of Bryan College right now.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, Mr. President. Glad to have you with us. William Jennings Bryan asked for a school to be founded with biblical foundations in 1925 in Dayton, Tennessee, and that's why it's called Bryan College. Originally named William Jennings Bryan University, changed names a few times, and eventually rattled around, pinballed to Bryan College. Beautiful campus, really interesting setting. It's crazy mountainous terrain if you've never been on campus.
Definitely cool campus for sure. I've been there quite a few times now and have met with Dr. Mann a few times, so I'm glad he's with us right now. That's great.
Drop that across. Tennessee Wesleyan, beautiful as well. Athens, Tennessee. Also have a branch in Knoxville. A lot of different great programs, founded in 1857. As this is going to be dropped through for the punch out, and that'll retire the side. That's a beautiful campus as well. Really, really cool location. Athens is a nice town.
Yeah, we do. We have really nice campuses for sure. It's one of the pluses of all of our lovely small private institutions. A lot of Christian background there. It's good. What a great conference, right? AAC.
Yeah, and people could go to the AAC website, aacsports.com, to learn more about the conference. You know, I was talking to Coach Glenn Campbell yesterday about his program, or Crawford rather, for the Koalas. And first of all, coolest brand ever, which Lorenzo doesn't agree with.
A little biased.
That's a pretty cool brand. That's a pretty cool. I'm sorry.
It is.
That's a pretty cool brand.
Yeah.
The
a lot
koala.
you can do with that. The purple color. They have a lot of differences from everybody else. They can stand out for sure, no doubt. Glenn's been a long friend, and I'm glad he's in the league with us as an AD. You know, he's my softball coach at Reinhardt for years, and we have a lot of history together. Good guy for sure.
So one thing that he talked about, and I talked to Jay about this a little bit. He said, hey, go to aacsports.com to learn more about the conference. But, he said, we have space on our rosters. Like, if you've got an athlete that can play at the collegiate level or is even just interested, reach out. Visit, gokoalas.com. How can interested athletes, young baseball players or athletes of any sport who are trying to get involved, looking for a place to land and say, hey, maybe the AAC is the place for me for a myriad of reasons. Where do they get started?
Yeah, I think exactly what you said. Go to the websites of the institutions. Go directly to the questionnaire. Send it. Get a coach on you. Let them have some information about you. Now, listen, that doesn't guarantee anything, but that's the start you need to make. And to talk to Glenn and Jay yesterday and hear that, yes, the one thing about NAI that's absolutely true is you got a little bit bigger rosters. You got your money spread out a little bit different as far as scholarships go. There's opportunities that may not be available at other institutions for you. But you have to initiate some contact. Listen, as many people there is out there to recruit now, you really have to kind of get yourself set apart somehow or another. And that set apart might be that I love the Bryan Lions or I love the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. And you've got to make them know that because they're looking for you, I promise you. And everybody is driven by enrollment and that enrollment revenue right now. So every kid they get's huge for all of our institutions.
Those opportunities are plentiful. I mean, for me coming out of high school and trying to figure things out, getting an opportunity, you're not necessarily the person that's on a radar, but then you get into the program, you stick around and sort of find your way, not just on the field, but off of it, being able to do things. That's what the experience should be about, and that's what the AAC provides.
I agree with that completely.
2-0. Tennessee Wesleyan has been heating up at bat, starting to plate some runs. They've got 6 hits to the 4 of the Lions, who got a couple back, but 5 runs to their 1. And Bryant has now made 3 errors fielding the ball.
That might be the difference right now in the game. The home run was huge for Wesleyan. But, yeah, that might be the difference right now.
Hitting percentage has cooled off for Tennessee Wesleyan as he gets a hit on cue and on demand, but is cut down at first. Tires him back to the dugout, hitting .261 before that. Bryant hitting .190 conversely.
Yeah.
3 singles for Bryant, 4 doubles for Tennessee Wesleyan. 13 total bases for the Bulldogs. That's a .304 to the 143 with 7 bases of Bryant.
Ely's done a good job. 3 ground balls in a row to shortstop right now, so he's doing his job. He's getting the ball down. See if that keeps up. Here's another quick one for him. Quicker the better. Get those Lions back on offense, right?
2 away, exactly right. Brian is just, I still feel as though, first of all, they have drawn this out long enough. We're into the bottom of the 6th inning. They are 4 runs is nothing.
Yeah.
They can plate 7 runs in an inning with a couple of good swings.
They can, and I think a big thing that will happen here is Wesleyan is now into that spot where, they can continue to cruise with their guy that's done such a great job on the hill so far. And I know they've got a couple of arms down there in the bullpen, so they're getting close to where they can manage this game now with what they've got pitching, no doubt. So it's going to be a tough battle.
Bangs that and
nice
just able
play.
to collect it in left field.
Yep.
Got under the ball, and that'll retire the side. A nice snag, as we'll watch that again before we head to break and see him glove it. Just able to get underneath of it and send us through to the next side. Somehow, Bryan Lions are going to have to start creating some runs. And following that nice little half inning, they were able to retire that very quickly.
Good swing. Good play. Another good half for Brian there to keep going. Let's see Wesleyan's guys back on the hill for his 7th inning.
Back in Kingsport, Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, we've had the honor of carrying Coach Bill Popp with us through this one. And, Coach, always an honor. I mean, genuinely very humbled by the graciousness and the kindness to ask us back and to have us here for these tournaments. Can't thank you enough for the opportunity year in and year out.
Absolutely pleasure to be a partner with you. I opened with it. You guys have made it better. You've made everything we do better. I can't say that enough. And, man, this was an absolute treat for me today. Holy cow, to be up here and talk about baseball and
anytime
see this baseball game. And, yeah.
You tell me when the next game is we're doing together.
Sounds like a plan. You guys have a good rest of the game. We'll see you. You'll see me on camera here in a few minutes for awards at the end of all this.
There you go. I love it. Thank you,
Take
Coach.
Care. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you. Lorenzo, take care. Thanks, guys.
And that is the commissioner of the Appalachian Athletic Conference, Coach Bill Popp. He's a man. I'm just glad to have him with us.
Oh, well, you know how I feel.
He's the best. I could hang out with him. I've been telling people he looks effortlessly cool the way he just is always, hanging around. And he's just that guy. Knows ball, helps people out, makes life better for people. And, man, he's given me opportunity myself. So very, very grateful to be a good friend to him, be able to call him a mentor, and just a great guy. Floater. Some danger for the Lions as it's going to pinball over the top of the fence. Top of the 7th.
Still waiting on that Brian Lyon explosion offensively. We've seen it all throughout this tournament. But oddly enough, again, Brian, they've been able to win games in a variety of different ways. They won it without having their best stuff offensively, but they were going against that Milligan group who they were also sort of cold. That's not what Tennessee Wesleyan has been throughout this game and throughout the tournament. So we'll see if Brian can string something together.
The count is full with no outs on this side. Bryan College at bat at the top of the 7th, and as this is going to roll over the turf, he'll be walked down to first, and that's one of the first leadoff walks we've seen by Tennessee Wesleyan in this game. And a big opportunity for Bryan, who, you know, on paper, they've really only got 9 outs left to play with to win the championship, and they need to plate at least 4 runs to keep it going through 9.
But you're not thinking about getting all 4 runs in one fell swoop. You're thinking about, let's just put a runner on base. Let's put a guy on base, see where we can go from there, see if we can move that runner over. You play some small ball here, give yourself, you know, a little breathing room, especially with, for all intents and purposes, a pretty gutsy pitching performance you're getting out of your staff, doing a nice job of slowing down as well as you could this dominant Tennessee Wesleyan lineup. And Lighty gave you 4. Ely's giving you 2 thus far. J-Ron Moore's first time he's been at the plate since his homer to left field in the top of the 5th.
Man, that was a wild homer. He absolutely crushed that thing. 1-1 count is chopped foul by Morris, who's going to continue to take his cuts. Count rises to 1-2.
Now, I'm glad that Coach Pop cleared that up, that the tournament champion and tournament runner-up, they both get an automatic bid into the tournament. So that's nice for Brian that their tremendous week gets rewarded. See what the Tullahoma High School alum J-Ron Morris can do here.
Gets a hold of that, flying to right field. Big play in right field.
The left fielder,
the superstar Colton Reynolds out there.
Nice play by Reynolds as that goes by for first out. Lions do have a man at first. Halliday was walked on a full count. He's at first. Morris flied out seconds ago. Stradley at bat.
And this will be the first at bat that Stradley has taken in this tournament. We've seen him come in as a pinch runner on numerous occasions. Another Woodstock, Georgia native, another Etowah High School alum. Him and Will Curcio, both hailing from Etowah High School.
Former teammates. Count 0-2, 1 away. You know, Brody on deck, and his dad stopped me coming out of the press box 2 days ago. And what a nice guy. We just chatted about the tournament and the games so far and softball and talked about you and Mark and had very nice things to say about you two. So big shout out to Brody's dad and the whole family. He told me, I think it was grandma and grandpa or maybe uncle watching out in Arizona. So really cool and thankful for the kind words. Cut down, 2 away. They do advance the runner to scoring position, so that is crucial, right? We've been talking about just plate 1, maybe 2 right here. Start chipping away at it, and then I think the thing is if you put Tennessee Wesleyan back against the wall, they're going to score. You got to score more than just evening it up, I feel. But I could be wrong. I just feel that way.
You can't even think about that at this moment, though. When you haven't
I'm not in the dugout.
No, I'm saying.
Right,
I'm talking about if you're Brian, if you haven't done anything really to
I can think about it all
make
I want.
plays. If you haven't done anything offensively, you really just got to see if you can put one on the board. Can you put one run on the board? And then we'll go from, okay, can we put two on the board? But you haven't really had the efficient enough game. You haven't put enough guys on base to start thinking of scoring runs in bunches. You got to just put one up.
1-0 becomes 2-0 with 2 away for Brody and the Lions. Yeah, I like that. I thought that solo homer shot was going to kind of get him going.
Yeah, that's more of a mental edge, but a solo homer isn't necessarily a momentum-building thing. That's why I said if you're Colton Brumley, a solo home run is not the worst thing that you can give up. I mean, it's one run at the end of the day, and you know you're going to have some run support because of how great your offense has been behind you. So when you give up that solo shot, just try to lock back in and allow yourself to stay in it mentally. Colton Brumley's done a nice job of doing that. He's almost gone 7 complete innings.
Down into the batting cages.
Straighten it out, eh?
Credit to Brumley, most of his appearances coming out of the pen, but I mean, he's been phenomenal all season long. Whenever he's been out there sporting that 2.6 ERA, and just showing the depth of this pitching staff.
Oh my God, straighten it out, Brody. Go, Brody, straighten it out, bud. Let's go.
We've already seen a few of their starters, Tennessee Wesleyan, their 2 first-team all-conference starters, Justin Jackson, McGuire, Taylor. And then Cameron Gofar getting them a win as well.
Bangs that one through to left field. A pinball hop. And coming home to score the run. Going to have a big play down at home plate as they do get that one through. Bryan College and the Lions able to get another back as it's a 3-run game in Kingsport.
And I hope Brody Genter's family is watching. That was a major RBI single from him. Again, just see if you can score 1 run. Go from there. Now you score 1. Okay, let's see if we can get a real 2-out rally going. This is our 9-hole hitter, Cade Cook. Cook was so hot for them yesterday against Milligan. He had 2 hits in that game. And then potentially turn your way back to the top of the order.
Two away.
Go 5.
Some light action out the bullpen for Tennessee Wesleyan. Coach Billy Berry getting ready to have a conversation with his pitcher. The entire infield will join. We'll see if this is a refocused conversation or if this is going to be a change made. It doesn't really seem like it's any real aggressive action out of that bullpen. Just light stretching going on. A few different guys on that bar getting their shoulders ready. Colton Brumley's giving you everything you could have asked for and more. Now 6 2/3 of an inning. He surrendered 2 runs, but only 2 runs and 5 hits against arguably the hottest offense here in Kingsport. If he can get you out of this inning and get this third out with just 1 run on the board from the 7-2 overall, I say job well done. You only got to find a way to get 6 more outs.
Two away.
Again, Cade Cook was so vital yesterday.
Floater deep center, and he's going to retire the side as that's the 3rd out of this side of the inning and sends us to break between the Lions and the Bulldogs. More college baseball and the AAC title game next on the Southeast Sports Network.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Look at the numbers so far between these two. Their overall records at the top. Their batting average, Tennessee Wesleyan still edging Bryant, but obviously you got a couple of hits back their way. Solo shot apiece. The ERA a little higher for Bryant at 4.50 than TWU. 3 strikeouts each way. That's where we're at right now. Welcoming you back inside of Hunter Wright Stadium after the change. And he's safe in scoring position at second.
And the most aggressive base running team in the conference. Rob Gordon, his 25th of the year, extending his team lead.
Gabriel Schrei, Lorenzo Robinson, and now being joined in the box by Mr. Bradley Hoover, the director of sports for Visit Kingsport, as this is going to sail out foul on the right side. Brad, thanks for being with us, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, Gabriel. Thanks for having me on board.
Hey, we're excited about it. Excited about everything you do here with Visit Kingsport and in Kingsport with sports. Obviously super involved with this AAC partnership, and it's been going on for a long time, and it's really, really cool just to see all the teams come to Kingsport, enjoy the facilities. It's got to be rewarding to see some of these tournaments being won by these teams and getting to know them over the years.
It is, no doubt. Visit Kingsport actually hosts 8 of the conference championships now. We like to joke around and say that Appalachian Athletic Conference needs to go ahead and just kind of set up home base here in Kingsport since they're here so often.
Bulldogs man is rounding down for home plate, and that is some insurance as it is 6-2. He's able to come home for another for Tennessee Wesleyan. Bryan College is going to have to find a way to respond. They could move their office here.
Yeah,
it's not a bad idea.
That'd be great. I mean, like I said, 8 of the conference championships right now. Always kind of exploring options, looking to see what else that we can do with the conference. Kind of like you mentioned, you know, we do have an awesome relationship with the conference, and that goes beyond just hosting the sports here. I mean, we know each other first name basis. The guys are my kids were here last night. They're calling them by their first names. It's just it's kind of turned into a small little family here that we have between the conference and Visit Kingsport.
That's cool. How's Dr. Christensen doing?
You asking about me?
No, Taryn.
Oh, Taryn Christensen.
Yeah.
She's doing great. She's actually joining us again on Monday, coming off maternity leave. Yeah, so she's going to be back in the building with us. She'll be back for the opening round that we learned that we're going to host here as well.
Congratulations. I know you've just had another little one, and I
did.
I keep trying to go for the high five. It's not ready. She's not ready yet.
She'll get there. She's learning it. Just turned 9 months. So, with I don't know if you saw our son out running around on the field during the break last night. He's having a big old time.
No, he loves it. It's cool to see him get to be involved, and what an opportunity to be on the floor and on the field for all these cool sporting events.
For sure.
He's going to be a freak athlete if he keeps hanging around these guys.
Say maybe, if he got some of his mom's genes.
1-2, a huge cut as he'll go down. That's a big out on this side for Bryan College and the Lions, one away.
I got to tell you, Gabe, I'm kind of having a little bit of deja vu right now seeing Bryan and Tennessee Wesleyan out there. These are some of the powerhouse teams when I first started with Visit Kingsport about 10 years ago. You know, obviously, Billy Berry's created a powerhouse at Tennessee Wesleyan.
Oh, he loses it over it short and still able to get it in time. Reynolds will go back to the dugout, 2 down, but prime scoring position over at third.
The second baseman, Brian Espinoza.
Yeah, so Tennessee Wesleyan, a very familiar name here at Hunter Wright Stadium and in Kingsport. And then looks like Jordan Day is kind of getting Brian back on track, getting those guys where they need to be, starting to build things up there.
Drop that through. Again, 2 away, and Ethan Wright a chance to score another insurance run.
To that point, Brian, one of the teams that broke up the monotony of Tennessee Wesleyan winning it every year. Brian, one of only 3 other teams to win the conference tournament since Tennessee Wesleyan has been on this dominant 2 decades-long run.
And that takes us through the 7th inning. And a couple more runs scored. Tennessee Wesleyan getting some insurance on the back end. Their advantage still 4 runs. Lions look to respond next.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com. All of the ways to watch your favorite local and regional sports. Join us now on Twitch TV. You can also find NSBN on Amazon Fire TV or visit us live on YouTube as we stream games there as well. Another fan favorite way to watch is nsbnsports.com. You can also find us through our NSBN app, free to download from the Google Play Store, and Roku TV, where you can find all of our content. NSBN Sports, visit us at nsbnsports.com.
Campos leading off. Top of the 8th inning. Bradley Johnson on top of the mound, just getting started.
Yeah, and it was around time to get Colton Brimley out. He's giving you 7 complete innings of work, so a lot of credit to him for what he was able to do. Bradley Johnson, very talented reliever for them. That's a 4.99 ERA.
Count even at 1 in a 4-run game. That's a good delivery. So much for even at 1. Strike 2. Johnson feels like he's got some heat on that arm, ready to go, coming in warmed up. He'll rock and fire the 1-2. And got him. 1 away on this side for Tennessee Wesleyan. And in the top of the 8th, they are now 5 outs away from securing the AAC title.
You know why Tennessee Wesleyan has been so great? Coach Billy Berry, great coaching decision. You don't want to overexpose Brumley. He's already gone 3 times through the order for Brian. Now they're turning the order back at the top here in the 8th inning. Go at a different arm, try to give him a different look, throw off their rhythm at the plate.
Bradley Hoover with us here as well. We were talking about some of the events coming up over the summer in Kingsport and what Visit Kingsport has been up to. during the break, and man, you guys always have a full schedule.
We really do. Things really crank up for us in the summertime. Here in a couple weeks, as I mentioned, that's coming up
This is
here.
it. That almost kills us as we dive out of the way and
holy cow,
somehow survive.
That's pretty quick, Gabe. You still got it, man.
Man, it'll get us next time.
I hope not.
This time it's Denaj Williams with attempted murder at the plate.
It's always those lefties, man.
Not again. Okay.
So we did learn yesterday hosting an opening round here in Kingsport once again. We are actually the longest running site of hosting opening rounds, so that's something to be proud of. We've had multiple teams come through here that have gone on to win the entire thing in Lewiston, Idaho. So there for a while we're saying the road to winning the Red Banner cuts through Kingsport, Tennessee.
I like it. It feels like that. You know, Tennessee Wesleyan went on. I mean, we had 2 teams from this site, from the AAC tournament, go on to the national tournament, the host site round, 2 years ago now.
We did.
Both of them hosted, technically, Tennessee Wesleyan hosted here. Both went to the World Series and to the championship.
Well, the round before the championship, unfortunately. that
championship
round before.
rounds, yeah. Sorry.
If only they could have met in the championship.
Good game.
That would have been cool.
Yeah, and Tennessee Wesleyan coming out on top there in the World Series.
Goes foul. That's strike 2 with 2 away as they're threatening to retire the side quickly.
Bit of a sore spot, that one right there.
I know, I can tell. Man, the golf course was like a nightmare to get around today. Everybody out golfing because it's such a beautiful day.
It is, especially coming out of some of the weather that we had earlier this week. I know you were over at the softball field with me. You saw a lot of that rain we had coming through.
Yeah, the weather blows through. Everybody's out golfing, enjoying a beautiful sunshiny day, and saw a lot of people out biking and walking on the way over here. What kind of activities are there in Kingsport? I know that Bays Mountain State Park is a favorite, and I know that the Meadowview is a huge attraction.
It is. Meadowview is actually located there at the base of Bays Mountain, which is our city-owned park. It's over 35 miles of hiking and biking trails up there at the top, so that's kind of our crown jewel of Kingsport, if you will. A lot of people make a stop there when they come through.
It doesn't feel cold, but it says it's 68. Feels good to me. Yeah, beautiful sunshiny day. The clouds are blowing through right now, but until the last couple of minutes, it's been nothing but sunshiny rays. How can people learn more about visiting Kingsport? And if you were going to come here, what would be your choice? Like, what would you do with your family?
Probably the ideal day for me, definitely heading up to Bays Mountain or heading out to Warriors Path State Park. We have a ton of different places to play golf around here, and then our green belt cuts through the middle of Kingsport. You have the beautiful Holston River right there along the way. Multitude of different restaurants to stop at and drop in. I know that you probably have some local favorites when you come here, Gabe, different spots you like to hit up. So anything that you can do kind of out and about and seeing and doing, especially taking advantage of a beautiful day like this where the weather's great. I mean, all the fans coming in today were telling me what a day for a baseball game.
No, I agree. It's almost picture perfect weather at Hunter Wright Stadium. I think I'm going to try to get back up here for some MILB action with the Axemen this year.
Oh, you should. They've had a couple of good seasons here lately.
I was harassing your GM. I'm like, listen, you got to have some dates I can come up here and fill in for. You got to get me in for like 2 or 3. And he said, all right, we'll find something.
He was telling me some of the cool nights they have planned up here. They have definitely the Star Wars night. That's a big hit for the kids. I know that they're planning on doing a Christmas in July.
I didn't see that. He was showing me some of the stuff they're doing, though, and that's cool.
Yeah,
He didn't tell me about Star Wars either.
Oh, yeah, Star Wars night, Christmas in July.
Christmas in July.
I know they're going to have a special guest heading here from the North Pole to throw out the first pitch.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't want to give away too much, though.
Wonder who that could be.
I don't know. He might be wearing some red.
I reckon.
Be cool if they got him some red pinstripes for that night.
Jolly old fellow.
That's it. Lorenzo knows. Hope you're being good this year. He's watching.
He's coming early.
Not here to break any news.
Behind in the count 0-2.
It's Tennessee Wesleyan's last opportunity to give themselves some insurance and extend their advantage before Brian's going to have their last 3 outs to work with.
Chopper to short, controlled, sent, and this is going to be real close in time. Back to the dugout as he's cut down over at first. Ethan Wright grounds out. Our last score in the 7th inning, Josh Shelley singled to right field, and that scored Rob Gordon and added another one to the total of the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, who were leading by 4 on this side of our 8th inning. Man, this thing still feels really close.
It does. I don't think it's quite over just yet.
Luckily for Brian, getting themselves out of sort of that heat zone, so to speak, those batters 2 through 7, they've provided all of the offensive production from the plate for Tennessee Wesleyan in this game. Their top guy and then 8 and 9 hole hitter. 0 hits between those 3. So J.D. McCurry may have a little bit of a better shot to get himself out of the inning. Statistically, it's Jacob Tolson and Hagen Escoto. They've had great seasons, so they may be due to make something happen.
Drop that across. You know what? I think I just remembered. I'm streaming this on my Twitter account, or X, or whatever it's called now.
Twitter.
Rolled through to second, controlled, and almost cut him down. He had to step off. He's safe at first with 1 away.
Those are just the kind of small mistakes you cannot make. And Brian's made a few of those throughout the week, but they've been so tight as a group defensively that it hasn't really affected them that much. But if you could poke holes in anything from Brian's pitching staff, they've given some great performances over the course of the week, but something that we've seen come to fruition here, not just this week, but over the course of this year, not a whole lot of strikeouts from their pitching staff, and that's been consistent for them all season long. Brian, 12th in the conference in total strikeouts. So that does put a lot of pressure on your guys in the field trying to work and make plays defensively.
Swings on that, and a floater is going to pinball to him. Getting down to second in time. He started to return to first, realized he could not, and then able to advance into scoring position with just 1 away for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
I think Cade Cook may have misjudged that a little bit. He was doing a light trot trying to track it in the air, and then he saw it sort of take a quick dive in front of him. I felt like he would have maybe tried to bust it a little bit more to shallow right if he knew where it was landing.
I'm sure you guys probably noticed all day, but there's a lot of wind going on up there as well.
Yeah, we saw that wind carry the home run. In my time being here, the first time I've seen someone go over that dead center wall, 410.
Nah, I'll tell you, Lorenzo, even with the Axeman playing here, I don't see that too often. That thing was smoked.
Right now, calm, but it has been more than just breezy. It's been gusty and windy, as you can see Old Glory getting tussled in the wind.
What a shot.
That's pretty beautiful.
It's patriotic.
Ball rolls through to center field. Here we go. 2 in scoring position for Tennessee Wesleyan, who is trying to pad that advantage in the late stages.
Man, another mistake in the field by Brian. The seam sort of coming unglued for them down the stretch. You haven't been that effective and efficient at the plate. The last thing you can afford to have happen is allowing Tennessee Wesleyan to bank in a little bit of insurance. Alan Hill Fernandez at the plate. The player of the year, he's been pretty quiet thus far.
Drop that through the 1-1. One away, 2 in scoring position. That's ball 2. Rob Gordon on deck. McCurry rocks and fires the 2-1 that's fouled off. I was ready to dive on the floor again. This has been one of the worst games we have ever had broadcasting from this venue for almost being killed by foul balls. It's like 5 today.
Holy cow.
I'll probably say that you may be the bad luck because I've been here all week and we probably had
I've been physically hit in the chest by one.
Oh, how did that feel?
Not good.
Not great out of bracket.
Not a good one.
I'd
It's less than
imagine.
ideal, actually. Yeah.
A lot less than ideal.
Yeah, it's not. It's not perfect.
In ideal, we've got to put that in
No.
dictionary.
Yeah. I wouldn't even recommend it at all.
Yeah, highly unrecommended, really. I could think of a lot better ways to spend my Saturday.
If possible, I would avoid it. Drop that through, and fans not happy. Wow.
Wow is right. Wow is right. I'm going to keep it cute. I'll keep it cute.
The shortstop, Rob Gordon.
During the basketball tournament, I was chastised by the officials for being quote-unquote overly critical. And I don't want to give the umpires too much grief.
Floater, right field, well in play. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs are moving. Scores a run, then another, sliding into scoring position at second. Oh boy, Tennessee has got a 6-run, half-dozen-run advantage over the Bryan Lions in Kingsport. And Bryan now needs to come up for air.
And I mean, in the words of the great and astute philosopher and former NBA All-Star Rasheed Wallace, ball doesn't lie.
Indeed, ball do not lie.
Some more insurance for the Bulldogs.
Trying to find this video of me getting hit by a ball. I should cue it up and we should show it on the broadcast. It's not that exciting. It's literally just me getting hit with a ball, and then I'm like, look, I got hit with a ball, and then we go on with the show like nothing happened.
I got hit with the ball and coming back.
Yeah, we're back now, and then just get hit again immediately. 0-1 sails through for a second strike with 2 away.
So there's a little bit get taken off of it when it bounces off the
Yeah, I think
netting.
so. I think that probably saved what was left of my life at the time. Now, you can't really see. I mean, you could kind of tell it. See, it goes right there, and then I'm right here, and it just goes through the window. And I had one of those monitors that we're using today in front of me, and it went right through the top of that and broke it and hit me in the chest. It was fine. It was fine. I did keep it. So I owe the conference like 98 cents. It's in my house.
I wouldn't give it back to him.
Shortstop and gone. Bang to retire the side. Bryan College needs to explode as we are flipping sides, and it's their final chance to claim an Appalachian Athletic Conference championship in Kingsport.
We didn't come to fix Marco's brakes because it was convenient or fast. We did it because Marco has bigger fish to fry and a lot of hungry people to feed. Kraus Family Ford. Passion drives purpose.
Floating you back inside of Hunter Wright Stadium between the Lions and Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs as we have entered the 9th inning. Bryan College needs to generate 6 runs to continue this game.
And due up for him is a great potential start for him in between Curcio, Holiday, and Morris. All 3 of them have stepped up for the Lions on separate occasions throughout this week.
I mean, is this when you ask yourself, why not me?
Basically.
Why not
This is what you live for.
That's right.
Rolled the shortstop. Not him. He'll go back to the dugout, 1 away.
That's kind of mean.
What?
Not him.
He didn't reach. He's not going to do it. He didn't reach.
Morgan Halliday.
It's not mean.
A little bit. But Rob Gordon, another great defensive play made from him. Didn't win the Gold Glove this year, but I mean, showing I'm sure he was the second guy in consideration. If he didn't win it, Braxton Barrett from Milligan won it at shortstop, and he's had a great season as well. But I mean, I'd love to see the ballot. I would venture to say that Rob Gordon was probably that next man up.
Morgan Halliday, the DH, at bat.
They another one of those fantastic freshmen. Him and Denaj Williams have put in a lot of work for them at the plate.
2-0 becomes 3-0 with 1 away.
Come on, Ted.
I mean, Brian, they're going to have a few guys in their lineup that are very capable, helping them for a long time if they stick around.
Halliday sees that. Drop through the corner of the zone for strike 1.
I think the if they stick around is sort of the thing that looms, especially with the way that college sports works today. But they can keep this group together. They're going to be a force.
Count is full.
Time is running out for the Lions.
Popped up. Tennessee Wesleyan can retire the second to the side. Cleanly fielded in center field. Roving under that and making the snag for the Bulldogs is Balania.
It was a great battle by Bradley Johnson. He fell behind on the count quickly, 3-0. Throwing 2 consecutive strikes to work it into a full count, forcing the pop-up. At this point, it may seem like the clock is getting ready to strike 12 on Cinderella.
Almost gloves that and rolling down the line. He's going to cross first and head out to second as it's another big hit from who else? Morris.
Morris, his second hit of the ball game. First team all-conference selection, and they're going to put in a pinch runner for him as well. Try to see if they can string something together and spark a rally.
The batter,
Logan Stradley at bat. He's 0 for 1.
Logan Stradley.
This would be a nice time for Stradley, the junior, to get going. He's at 250 so far this year.
Popped up foul.
Whew.
It's close to the pole there.
Loud out. Loud. Well, not out, but a loud foul ball. You straighten that out.
Yeah. Look out.
There were definitely some eyes on that.
Let's go, 6. Do it again.
Bangs that off. Going foul back near the wall. It is all the way over the top and can't be tracked down. What's that going by for ball 1? down to their last strike, 2 away. And that does it. Tennessee Wesleyan is going to see him walked across and cut down at first to retire the side and win the ball game. Tennessee Wesleyan's Bulldogs claim the 2026 Appalachian Athletic Conference Baseball Championship. The Bulldogs have won the title.
Just consistent domination. That is what Tennessee Wesleyan has provided in the Appalachian Athletic Conference over the course of their program's history. This is their 17th tournament title.
Gabriel, Lorenzo, man, I appreciate you guys letting me ride up here in the command center with y'all. It's pretty cool seeing it from this side of the ball game. Always a pleasure to listen to you guys, whether it's on stream, live stream, coming up here, just kind of hanging out in person. But I got to go get some hardware ready for these guys, so I'll sign off.
Enjoy it. We'll be watching.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you. Director of Sports for Visit Kingport, Bradley Hoover, joining us for the broadcast, following up the man himself, the commissioner of the AAC, Coach Bill Pop. The Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs are champions. We'll break and return with the presentation of the hardware and some closing thoughts in just a moment from Kingsport.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
Here's our all-tournament team. From Milligan University, Braxton Baird. From Reinhardt, Ty Panghorn. From Johnson, Mitchell Birdsall. From Montreat, Matthew Brunner. From Bryan, Cyrus Campos. From Bryan, Brody Genter. From Bryan, Tanner Everett. From Tennessee Wesleyan, Josh Shelley.
Great name.
From Tennessee Wesleyan, David Bolania.
Also, fantastic name. That's a fun one.
From Tennessee Wesleyan, Colton Reynolds. From Tennessee Wesleyan, Justin Jackson. And the most valuable player of the 2026 AAC baseball tournament had 12 hits and 18 at-bats, a double, triple homer, 4 RBIs, and 9 runs scored. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Gordon.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Congratulations to Rob Gordon.
This time we will present the runner-up trophy to Bryan College. Congratulations, guys. Good luck in the NAIA tournament. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we will present the championship banner and trophy to the team that has now won the regular season or tournament title in this conference for the 24th straight season. The Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan.
Congratulations to the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. They're going to get a final photo finished together. Great moment. We'll have a full recap of the tournament available on our socials and on the website. It'll be every single highlight play we posted throughout the week, end to end, with a sound bet under it. Encourage you to check that out. Be on the watch out for it at SCSN Sports on social. What a great week. There it is. Congratulations to the Bulldogs of Tennessee Wesleyan who take the green banner. And it is national tournament time for these guys after a fantastic season. Lorenzo, some closing thoughts from you on the tournament as a whole and today's battle.
And it's been some great action. Montreat, they had a great run getting all the way to the Friday night of the tournament. Bryan, of course, earning their way into the NAIA opening round. But Tennessee Wesleyan, I believe it's the 22nd year in a row that they've won either the conference regular season or tournament title. The dominance for the blue and gold continues.
And that is your final score, 8-2. TWU hauls it in. They're going to throw on the green shirts and probably get another photo. And they've got to drive home tonight to Athens, Tennessee. Brian College and the Lions headed back to Dayton. Congratulations to Brian on a great season as well. That program really on the upswing and red hot right now.
They'll be playing next week as well. We'll see what they can do.
Yep. Best of luck to them. Looking forward to seeing these two programs in the national tournament. Looking forward to having you with us again soon. Lorenzo, one brief final comment from you just on the tournament overall. What it was like being here in Kingsport and any thoughts entering that tournament and the offseason as a whole?
Well, you got to see what these teams are going to be able to do moving into the NAIA opening round. You got Tennessee Wesleyan, who may host here in Kingsport as the highest 2. Johnson could potentially get it as a 1 seed. We'll see how the bracket shakes out. We'll also get a chance to see what Milligan can do. They're going to enter the tournament as a high seed, and then Bryan trying to upset someone's season as they've done to a few teams here in Kingsport. So that's the next phase of the season. Not completely done yet. We're going to see how the AAC does on the national stage coming up in a few weeks.
Lorenzo, thank you so much for all your hard work during the tournament. Big thanks and shout out to our entire crew, Frank Osborne, Brendan Sweeney, Jeff Hubbard, Stephanie Seda Haas, and thank you to the Appalachian Athletic Conference, Jay Stansel, Bill Pop, Visit Kingsport for all of your trust, your help making this easier for us, better for us. Rick Bentley for statting baseball, Christian Zylstra for statting over at softball. Broadcasting 40 games in 1 week is no joke. I don't care if you're Game Creek Video or some guy with a trunk full of equipment. We got it done, and it was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. As always, very appreciative to our audience and everyone for tuning in. Very appreciative of the opportunity to carry the tournament again this year for everybody.
And appreciative of you as well. You deserve appreciation for all your hard work throughout this week and throughout the whole season, helping broadcast and bring AAC sports to life. So, Gabe, you deserve a lot of credit for that as well.
It's an honor. I love the AAC. It's been really cool to be around, and really cool to see these guys have success. ADs, coaches, and of course the athletes, the boys and girls that play so hard, and looking forward to seeing what they do, making some noise nationally following this week. That's going to wrap up our coverage from Kingsport on the Southeast Sports Network. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live and are copyright material. Today's game will be archived and available for replay inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it. This has been a presentation of the Southeast Sports Network and Schrei Media. Again, your final score, 8-2. I'm Gabriel Schrei, signing off from Hunter Wright Stadium.
The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Gear up and climb the Hawk's Nest. Work together as a team to complete 4 high ropes challenges, all while suspended 40 feet in the air. Finish with a zip through the canopies on our 310-foot zip line. Our ground course features 9 exciting challenges and is perfect for large and small groups. The Bays Mountain Park Adventure Course. Thrilling fun for group events, parties, and field trips.
What if you could have it all? A place to call home, a great job, and a safe and welcoming community to raise your family. You can have all that and more in Kingsport, Tennessee. For the past quarter century, Kingsport has been on a mission to reinvent itself as the first professionally planned and privately financed city of the 20th century. Kingsport has earned the nickname the Model City. From award-winning educational initiatives to business incubators to the surrounding natural beauty, Kingsport is just the right size to have the amenities you need without the traffic and crime of a larger city. With a vibrant downtown, great shopping and dining, and a thriving local economy, Kingsport is the perfect place to call home. Ready to start loving where you live? Choose Kingsport. Visit movetokingsport.com and discover all the reasons why this charming town is the perfect place to call home.
Your favorite teams, your favorite live streams, your favorite highlights. Be sure to engage with us. Find us now on YouTube at NSBN Sports or visit us at nsbnsports.com.